guys, welcome back to my channel. If it seems like I'm yelling a bit, it's because I am. For my last video, a couple of people reached out and said that they could barely hear me. I mean, I did have a cold, so I'm not sure if it's the cold or if it's my phone. I don't know. But I'm just going to speak a little bit more. Is that English? I don't know. Anyways, yeah. More volume. So today's video is about how I was able to lose my baby weight in 7 months. Now, do I feel like I've completely lost the weight? Nope. Am I satisfied? Nope. I have one more dress size to go down, and I still want to lose a couple of kg. Now, I'm more of a dress size and inches type of person as opposed to weight. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm not sure, but that's what works for me. I don't really like weighing myself. I mean, I started weighing myself after I started working out, but it's quite depressing, you know? Anyways, I will start from the very beginning. So when I had Sarai, I was in hospital for 5 days, after which, from the second day, I started wearing something called a faja. Now, I couldn't work out. Neither could I really go on a diet because I was breastfeeding. So I decided I wanted to wear a faja. A faja is a compression garment. It's something that people use after surgery, liposuction, etc. It kind of just holds everything together. I shall show you. Exhibit A. It looks like this. It's a bodysuit. It has adjustable straps. I recommend the adjustable straps because my cousin had one that wasn't, and it was just really painful. But yeah, so these ones, at least with your boobs and stuff, you can adjust it based on your body type. So inside it has the hooks. Don't know if you can see it. So you hook it like a waist trainer, then you zip it up. Now these ones are fancy. They have 2 zips. So at the bottom, the crotch area, there's another zip. So you can open it up so you can pee without having to take off the whole suit. Now, some people feel comfortable enough to do a number 2 in this little thing because, I mean, it opens all the way up. I'm not one of these people. I will take off the whole thing and put it back on. But to pee, yeah, it's fine. So, yeah, I have this. I have a black as well. It's pretty much the same thing. I'll show you. Adjustable straps. And then it has hooks on the inside. And they're kind of like shorts. So you can wear them under your clothes. I wore mine under my clothes. It made me feel a lot better. And I'm going to wear it and take a picture with and without so you can see the difference. Now, I bought 2 sizes. I bought a large and a medium. So I started wearing the large right after I had her, which was still really difficult to get into because I was just so large, you know. But yeah, so I wore that the whole time I was in Vienna, which was for 5 weeks after I had her. Then when I came back to Lagos, I started wearing a waist trainer on top of it. And then I thought I was gonna die. Now I'll show you. These are all my waist trainers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's one missing. So let me check the biggest one, the size. I think it was an XL. Yeah, so I started with an XL. And as you can see, it's quite large. Now, it took me maybe 3 weeks. And then I went down a size. Then I went to the L, which is this. And then I graduated from this. And I was really proud. So it has 3 hooks, right? So you start with the first one. When it feels like there's space and you can breathe, then you go to the second one. Do the same thing again to the third one, and then you move on to a smaller size. I am currently on medium, and I'm on the second hook, I believe. I haven't worn it in a couple of weeks, so I don't know. But yeah, now the thing for me is I'm not one of those people who likes to spend unnecessary money. I got these waist trainers on Amazon. I think they were £9 each. The fajas as well you can get on Amazon or any like Colombian site from America or wherever. There are different ranges and there are different prices and there are different styles. They have the ones that are like thongy. They have the ones that are like normal underwear with the bodysuit. They have the ones with like the thick strap. You just do you. It's one of those type of things where you pick the one that you feel like you would use the most, and especially if you don't want to spend that much money, buying one is better. They usually put up a size chart, so if you just buy a measuring tape and just measure yourself, so you can buy the right size. Now, outside of this, I started working out a month ago, or a month and a half ago, I feel, and it changed my life. Now, this is the thing. I'm a very lazy person. I'm very realistic. That's the thing about me. And I always tell my trainer, I'm like, listen, I'm lazy. I don't want to do this. And she literally has to show up at my house, and they have to come and bang my door because I don't even pick up my phone. And I hope that she'll go away, but she really doesn't. She doesn't. So I knew that if I had registered for the gym, I would not go. If I had registered to go to a personal trainer, I would not go, because I did that when I came back, and I went for 1 week and I haven't been back since. Now with her, she comes to me. That way I don't really have an excuse. So if you know that you're lazy or you need, I don't know, motivation, find someone. You know, personal trainers are not cheap. I get that. So find a cousin or a friend or someone who isn't scared to yell at you, and someone who also is trying to lose weight or whatever, so that you guys can motivate each other. I find that when you have someone that is trying to either help you or is trying to get the same results, it's much easier because you feel supported. Now, the major thing I will say is weight loss is probably the most depressing thing I've ever been through in my life. I was extremely small my whole life. When I was younger, I had a big belly but a skinny body, like, you know. So I struggled a lot. Like, I would change. When I remember when I first got back, I would want to go out, and I would literally try on 30 different things. Nothing looked right because I did not feel good. So no matter what I wore, I felt like I looked like trash. And I would end up not going, and I would get into bed and I would start crying because I just felt so horrible. Now, I still have days like that where I just feel like nothing looks right, and I get really sad. And I know that some of you may say, oh, you're skinny, you're small, you're not even big, but compared to what I was before I got pregnant, I'm huge. And I feel like the mistake us women make is, you cannot tell me how fat or how small I'm allowed to be. Do you understand? It's not your place. You can't tell me, oh, you're not that big or you're not that small. Why? Because it's my journey. I'm the only one that knows what I'm feeling. You don't know how I feel. You cannot understand how I feel. Therefore, you cannot tell me what is okay and what is not okay. The same way I can't do the same to you. Now, some people like being big. Some people like being medium. Some people like being small. Everybody is different, and it's literally different strokes for different folks, boo. Now, we have to be more accepting of what the other person wants and is comfortable with. I'm personally not comfortable with this body yet, simply because I'm not used to it. Honestly, I don't think it looks bad, but I do have bad days where I just literally feel like I look like trash, so I end up wearing trash. So if you see me wearing like an oversized dress or oversized jackets, because I'm not having a good day. Now, dieting. Okay, so before I started working out, sorry, I forgot this. I did intermittent fasting, and I feel like that also really, really helped me. Like, that actually helped me shed the bulk of the weight before I started working out. The waist trainers and the Fahas are not a weight loss tool, it's a shaping tool. So it gives you your shape back because it constantly compresses your waist. It's, you know, makes your hips and your booty look nice, obviously the smaller your waist is. So it's more of a added tool as opposed to the main tool. Do you understand? So you can't say, oh, I'm wearing a waist trainer, therefore I'm not going to work out. Or I'm wearing a waist trainer and I'm not going to diet. Now, my thing with dieting is being realistic. I love food, okay? Everybody knows that I love food. Sorry. So I can't sit here and tell you that I'm going to eat grass for the rest of my life or for the next 1 year until I snap back, because that's just not realistic. And when you do that is when you find yourself pigging out and just going crazy. Now, I've done a no carb thing. So I like chicken, I like turkey, I like snail. I don't really eat meat like that, but I love oxtail. What else do I eat? So yeah, I eat boiled plantain instead of fried plantain. I don't eat rice usually. I eat rice like once a month. And if I have to eat rice, I eat brown rice. Now, it's very important to give yourself a cheat day, because when you're craving something, the more you crave it and you don't have it, I feel like it just turns everything upside down, and then you go ham and then you can't stop. Eating salads and stuff is really good, but if you're not a salady person, then don't go and force yourself to be something you're not. Do you understand? So just find things that you can eat that are okay and try and eat smaller portions, but don't go ham, like, don't be like, okay, I'm starting my diet tomorrow, I'm only going to eat once a day. No, that's not realistic. Now, I started with intermittent fasting so that I could train my body not to eat as much, because you starve yourself for about 12 to 16 hours. So that way I started getting used to not eating as much, and then I would eat for like 8 hours. So now what I do is I wake up in the morning, I have a huge glass of freshly squeezed grapefruit juice, and it's the local grapefruit, so it doesn't have any, whatever they put inside. And I think that helps a lot. Or I have a warm cup of squeezed lemon in warm water, just to, settle things in, and it kind of fills me up. Now, then I go to work and I have a cup of coffee, well, two cups of coffee, and I find that keeps me going for the rest of the day. So then I don't feel hungry, because that has kind of filled me up. When I come home, then I have like turkey pepper soup, or I'll have peppered snail and boiled plantain, or chicken and some vegetable salad, whatever. So yeah, I found what works for me, and these are the things that just really help me, because it's still my favorite things, but it's without the carbs and without frying, and yeah, it's, God has been faithful. It has worked for me so far. So yeah, definitely wear a faja, some sort of compression garment, and a waist trainer. Plus, when you wear a waist trainer, you can't actually eat a lot because you barely can breathe. Do you understand? So there's no space for food. Now, I've been DMing quite a few people about weight loss, and they're like, oh, I can't wear a waist trainer because I wear mine for at least 8 hours, or I can't wear mine for that long. Now, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I feel like that's our biggest problem. Like I said before, you buy the waist trainer or the faja, whatever. If it's 1 hour, you can do the first day, you do 1 hour. If it's 2 hours, you do 2 hours. Then you just keep graduating, and it also makes you feel good, because then you feel like you're progressing, and then you almost want to reward yourself, because you feel like, okay, I've done this. Oh, I did extra today, I did extra tomorrow. Even with my fasting, that's how I did. I started with 8 hours, then I did 10, then I did 12. One day I did 20 out of nowhere, but then the next day I couldn't do that, so I went back to my 12, then 14, 16, and then I got used to doing 16. So take baby steps. Like, there's no pressure. Don't pressure yourself. It's not a race. Everybody's body is so different, and we all do different things, and I find that also staying active helps. I think my child is my weight. By the time I carry her 100 times, that's, she's heavy. She's 8 point something kg. That's a lot of weight. So yeah, definitely carry your child up and down. Up and down. If you have stairs at home, we have 3 flights of stairs, and I go up and down for no reason, just so I can, it's like a workout. My trainer told me that if you're eating right, but you're not burning calories, you're just deceiving yourself, because you're still eating more calories than you're burning. So it kind of defeats the purpose. So try and be active, especially for people that live abroad. Try and walk more. Yeah, so you don't necessarily have to go to you can just take a stroll around your compound, your estate, the road, whatever it is. There's so many ways to do it without spending a lot of money. If you have any questions, obviously message me. I'm down to help. But yeah, Google intermittent fasting. Don't come and ask me what's intermittent fasting. Google it. Google is your friend. And it'll explain everything to you. I learned on Google, so can you. Yeah, just really find what works for you. You can try different things and it's okay to fail, and that was what I had to learn. Like, it's okay to try something and it doesn't work for you. I tried the keto diet thing. I failed woefully. I was like, what the fuck is this? Can you curse on? I keep asking this question. Yeah. Then what else did I try? I tried this low carb food plan thing, and they were bringing me food every day, but I like flavor. I like spices. Like, I want to garnish my food, and the food was not garnished because it's not healthy to garnish. So can you see how that didn't work out for me? But yeah, for the waist trainers, type in waist trainer in Amazon. To come up, you'll see different types. I measured myself, and then I got the sizes, and then I got down sizes down, so that way my excuse will not be, oh, but I don't have another one. No, boo boo, you have plenty. After this medium, I still have a small. After the small, I have an extra small because I plan on being snatched by my birthday next year. So then give yourself a realistic timeline and a realistic goal. The moment I had to face reality and come out of my delusion, I gave myself a year, and I'm really proud of how far I've come in 7 months. I'll share pictures, like, in the thing after this, of when I was pregnant, so you can see how big I was. And when I had her, I didn't really take pictures after I had her because I told you I felt like trash. But yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you learned something, and I hope it works for you. And yeah, I shall continue to share my weight loss journey. Let me just finish mistakenly losing this weight. See what I did. I'm just going to be everywhere, wearing all sorts of skimpy things. I'm just joking. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you're not already. My handle is at Tanya Matayo. I really enjoyed making this video, surprisingly. It was fun. All right, bye. We are fat. Look at that. Look at that bump, honey.